Awesome. Well, hey, welcome everybody. My name is Adam and I'll be a little bit of the moderator here tonight. I am very excited to be here with Nate and Eric and of course with you all. So welcome. Hope you can take a deep breath, disconnect from the stress from today's activities and the week's activities. Getting excited. First day of spring. Hopefully it's gonna stay spring, right? Eric, you and I, we still probably got a couple of snowstorms ahead of us, but really glad everybody could join us tonight. You're at the right place at the right time to learn some very interesting information regarding microdosing and a cool company named Discreet. Eric's going to give us a lot of detail, and man, it's going to be a ton of fun. Eric's going to go over the story, the products, and the business opportunity. We'll have some special guests pop in, and hang on, it's going to be a lot of fun. So let me quickly introduce Eric to you, if I may. This guy, Mr. Dimples, look at this guy. You look just like that picture. Eric is what you see right there. A guy that just is just caring, honest, authentic. I love that about Eric. He's had a great career as a traditional business person in real estate and also as a leader in network marketing. He's originally from Montana, came to the University of Utah, met his wife, Michelle, had a bunch of kids, had 3 kids that are all awesome, keep him busy, chasing around, but he's got incredible experience. As a realtor, he's been a mentor, he's been an investor, he's grown a huge organization in real estate, which, by the way, I mean, very competitive, big competition there, lots of people doing it, hard to be successful, uber successful like Eric's been, so really grateful that he could be our master distributor and our leader here. But not only that, he's been in network marketing. He's started at 0, grown to thousands of distributors in a matter of a few months. What I love about Eric is he is just a nice person. In a world full of, so many haters, Eric is such a nice person, hard worker, cares about people, cares about health and nutrition, cares about wellness. And when he and I met and started talking with Nate, I mean, I just became such a perfect combination of all things. And Eric, I'm just so pleased to be able to share a little bit of time with you here tonight and excited for the details, some new details about Discreet and why THC Delta 9 is the coolest thing ever. So I'll turn it over to you, buddy.
Hey, thanks so much, Adam. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who don't know Adam also tremendous amount of business experience and success, and also a lot of success in network marketing, direct sales. He's just a great friend and resource to have on. So thanks so much for the intro. I really appreciate it, Adam. So we are really so excited about tonight. We've got some great guests on tonight. We have our founder, Nate Farnsworth. He's going to be talking to us about Discreet and our story and our product line. And we have Chris Esseltine. He's our legal counsel as well. So just a nice, great full house. So you get a real full overview of Discreet and what we're all about. So Discreet, what is Discreet? Who are we? Who is Discreet? And, Adam touched on it a little bit, but we are the first microdosing direct sales company that has full spectrum natural hemp-derived THC products that are delivered directly to a customer's front door. So absolutely revolutionary and coming out of the gates as something that people have just never heard of. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about, the timing, the product, the opportunity, and our foundation and legal and how we can do this. So really happy to have you guys here tonight, and you're going to learn a lot, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's jump into it. First of all, I'd love to introduce my great friend, Nate Farnsworth. He is our CEO and founder of Discreet. And Nate has a tremendous background of, 20 years in direct sales and network marketing, 10 years as a formulator, and also owner of Factory 6 in American Fork. So Nate, tell us a little bit about your vision and why Discreet is here and why we're all here learning about Discreet tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, Eric. Thanks for hosting these calls every week. And Adam, love hearing your voice, man. Love that you're on here. You're every week just cheerful and ready and emceeing it for us. Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, a little bit about me and about Discreet. So, like Eric said, um, essentially I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I love creating things, and I've been a formulator, serial entrepreneur, and most recently started a company called Factory 6 about 5, almost 6 years ago. We started Factory 6, and we were making supplements for a handful of different people. And in 2018, we got into making hemp products, primarily CBD products. And over the course of the years, we found that people would come knocking on the door, pretty chill like, and kind of whisper, "Hey, hey, you got any of the good stuff?" And we realized that people love CBD and hemp products, but they really need THC in small doses for it to be effective, for it to work. They need THC in small doses. And it was kind of after a little while of dialing in and creating different products and trying to figure out what was right, that I had the idea, like, we need to sell this as a network marketing company. I love the industry. I love how it can create such an opportunity for distributors, and it's the best way to share through word of mouth about the different types of products. People were always asking us, "Hey, we want THC products, but we don't want them to send us high as a kite. We want them discreet. We don't want a Jamaican flag or a big pot leaf on them. We want them to be kind of under the radar a little bit. We want effectiveness without the hassle." And one of the biggest things is people didn't want to go to a dispensary or get a medical card. They want something shipped right to their door and under the radar. And that's really what inspired us to start Discreet. And I'm excited to tell everybody about both the products and especially the opportunity that you have with Discreet to be able to not just make a little bit of money, but make some good money and change your lives. We have the saying in the company, macro dreams and micro doses, and make your dreams come true with Discreet.
Hey, thanks so much, Nate. Appreciate that. And, unless you've been living under a rock, you kind of know what is happening in this industry of, CBD and THC. It is growing at an exceptional rate as, more and more of the legality is opened up, more people become aware of the benefits and what it can do for just consumers and people that use the CBD or THC together, like you mentioned, Nate. In fact, just look at this chart, and this is something that the market growth is something that Adam brought to me to show a little bit more about what kind of industry we're in.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. I'm very excited about things that are growing, things that are living, things that are natural, things that have real benefits when you try, things that when you try it, you have an immediate response to. And that's as far as products go, right? And as far as money goes, or stability, financial stability goes, I love to see a graph like this. I don't know about you, Eric, but look at this. This is fantastic. Look at the cannabis market for the next 10 years, part of this next 10 years, growth across 3 different categories, massive growth from a medicinal standpoint, recreational standpoint, industrial standpoint, steady growth there. But overall, between now and 2030, incredible growth, man. And if you look back at how, I wasn't always a fan, I'll be honest. I didn't understand Delta 9 THC. And I think part of that was not being educated, so congratulations to those that are on the line here with us tonight, getting educated. But part of it is I never had experienced anything in a dose that was reasonable, right? So like what Nate said, is such a brilliant idea, and kudos to Nate for being in tune, right? So not only was he in tune to the market and what customers want, but just listening and then taking action. People like me were reluctant to get involved, even though this market is massive and is going to continue to grow in billions of dollars every year. Reluctant to get involved because there wasn't a reasonable dose that you could try something without a really, having too much too much positivity happening to your body, right? So when I look at this is exactly what you want to see if you're a business person, an investor, or somebody that's interested in trying a new product. Growth, stability, a gradual growth. You can see it's growing significantly, but it's not a spike up in 2023 and then dead in 2025 and 26. So I really like this concept. I think Nate's a genius for coming up with this, and I think everybody can be excited about something that you can try and feel a reaction that doesn't just knock you off your feet. Anyway, back to you, EJ.
You know, what I love about this so much is not only is Discreet a new company, and we're right here at the beginning, that's fresh, but we have that foundation of, you know, Factory 6 and everything that Nate's put together over the past, you know, decade or two. But this growth of 15%, I mean, when you think about what that looks like compared to other industries, it's really incredible. And we really don't even know what the true market is, in my opinion, because you have so many people that don't know that they can actually get high quality products like ours delivered to their front door. They think they need to get a medical card, or they have to, you know, go across state lines, whatever that reason is. When they realize that we have this available and they can get it sent to them, I don't even know what our personal growth rate is going to be compared to what, you know, we see nationally. But
yeah, but you know, before it was kind of sketchy. I mean, this graph right here starts at 2020, 7.7 billion in 2020. So that doesn't even show the years, the decades before, when it was kind of sketch, right? It's not like that anymore. I mean, you can find that, I suppose, but what I love, like what you said with Nate and Factory 6, we have a pharmaceutical grade facility, a FDA registered facility, and a manufacturer and a formulator in Nate that knows how to get the right amounts into a product. That is so big. Anyway, sorry, back to you.
Yeah, that's great. Let's talk about those products, because obviously with this massive amount of growth in the industry, product is super important for what people choose. And, you know, we've got such incredible high quality products, but they're all unique. They're all different and they do different things. And the first product we're going to talk about is sleep. And, you know, the products we're going to talk about have been in creation for a long time, Nate. Really, you've mentioned before, these are like your babies, right? You've been working on them for a long time, and we're just getting to see them for the first time. So tell us a little bit about each of the products tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll cruise through these pretty quick. But like you said, yes, these are my babies. We've been working on them for a long time, and I'm really excited that we've found the perfect home for them in Discreet. This first product, it's called Sleep, absolutely makes sense. It says it does what it says. We're going to hear a little bit about the legal side of things and what we can and can't say. But there are two parts to most of our products. There's the cannabinoids, the THC, CBD, and some of the other things that are in there. And then there's also added benefit through other different, whether it's a delivery method or other products. And this has 3 different supplements in it aside from cannabinoids. So obviously it has 25 milligrams of CBD and 5 milligrams of CBN, which is just a different type of cannabinoid, kind of like THC or CBD. Just CBN has a slightly higher sedative effect. So it's really nice for just calming you down and getting you ready to fall asleep. It's not going to knock you out like an Ambien or whatnot, and it's not going to leave you groggy. CBN is just nice, and it's just a mild sedative. But this has, on the second part of that, it has 3 milligrams of melatonin, some magnesium, and some L-theanine in there, all 3 of which have been proven to help aid in sleep, not just get you asleep, but have a deep and restful sleep. It's funny, this is probably the product. I didn't think we'd have as many testimonials directly related to sleep as we are, but people love it because it works. It's just a little tablet. You put it in your mouth, you let it dissolve before you go to bed, and it works wonders. Relief is another one of the products that has kind of the 2 parts to it. Relief has a ton of cannabinoids in it. It's only got 2 milligrams of THC, but it's got 100 milligrams of CBD or essentially total cannabinoids. And I love Relief because we use the whole, it's called full spectrum. It has all of the cannabinoids in it, naturally how they're found in cannabis, in hemp. right? But it also has 250 milligrams of univestin. Univestin has been clinically proven to alleviate joint discomfort, improve range of motion, flexibility, and so on. But the cool thing about the way this is set up is, like I was saying earlier, there are things that we can and can't say. We can't say that cannabinoids do anything. We can't say that THC literally will do it. The FDA does not allow us to make any claims about this. But when you pair it with something that does have clinical studies, like we did with in sleep with CBD, melatonin, and magnesium, we can say things. So in relief, we have univestin. It's a branded ingredient that's actually a plant extract. Well, actually, two plants, and they take that and in the extract, the clinical studies that they've proven that that is an effective dose to be able to make these claims, and it's so fantastic. Relief took us a little bit longer to launch than the rest of the products, and so it's really just now starting to get out in the market. People are experiencing it, but so many people love it, whether it's just being sore from going to the gym, whether it's maybe age type soreness and muscle or joint soreness, and it works in all sorts of different ways. And I'm loving the testimonials we're hearing about it. Gummies, I love it. Gummies don't really need much of an introduction, do they? Most people who have had an experience with cannabis start with gummies, either that or smoking something. But for those of us that don't like to smoke or whatnot, gummies are the way that we were introduced typically. When you go to a dispensary or if you have a medical card or whatnot, most gummies start at 10 milligrams. So that's a pretty hefty dose for most people. They make them stronger than that for sure, but you have to be a pretty experienced user to do that. We have 5 milligrams of THC in our gummies. So it's about half of what a normal dispensary gummy is. So when we say we're the microdosing company, really what we're trying to do is meet that minimum effective dosage. What's the least amount that we can get so people have a good experience with it? Now with gummies, because they're absorbed through your digestive system, they do take a little bit longer to kick in. So sometimes it can take 40 minutes, up to 90 minutes sometimes, everything from depending on what you eat to how much water you have in your system to how your body digests. A lot of different factors in there, but they can definitely be a fun time aside from just being able to help with whatever you're looking to have cannabis help with. And the last product is probably my favorite, the chill tabs. We often call them chill pills. Take a chill pill, right? These have 2.5 milligrams of THC. Like we were saying earlier, most dispensary edibles are at about 10 milligrams. And a lot of people, the first time they try them, they cut them in quarters anyway. So we figured we'd start with 2.5 milligrams. That way, for most people, it's nice just to take the edge off, just to chill just a little bit. Not enough that it's going to mess you up. It's not going to put you in the couch. It's not going to make you start hearing your blood going through your veins. It's just very nice and chill, just really mellow. But the other cool thing about it is there is a near instant sense of calm and relaxation. Unlike a gummy where you chew it and you absorb it through your digestive system, the chill pill is kind of like sleep. It's an oral dissolve tablet. You put it in your mouth, it tastes like a sweet tart, let it dissolve. And because it's being absorbed right into your bloodstream through the soft tissue in your mouth, the cool thing about that is it's absorbed quickly. So most people in 10 to 20 minutes are starting to feel the effects of that. And unlike a gummy or a different edible that's absorbed through your digestive system, it doesn't come on really in peak. Once it's in your system, after about 20 minutes, that's where you're at. You'll stay there for quite a few hours, 4 or 5 hours. So after 20 minutes, if you're like, all right, I'm not feeling quite enough, I need another one, you can pop another one, and in 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to be at that level right where you're going to need to be at.
It truly is a microdose product where you can add to it, like you mentioned. It is my favorite product as well, because I know I can take it during the day. I can add to it if I like. I stay sharp and I can have focus, but it just takes the edge off. It kind of makes you feel right. Not like, cloud nine or like way up, high. It just kind of settles your nerves and makes you feel really, really chill and good, and I love it. This is definitely, if not my favorite, definitely one of my top favorites. So
Hey, can I jump in real quick? Sorry, I wanted to clarify just one thing because I think it's important what you're
Please.
both saying, and that is, as a company, we don't make claims, but if you do a little Google research, right? Even the government right now, I just did a Google search, clinicaltrials.gov. We don't need to make any claims. I mean, that's the beauty of our business, and
Yes.
you can discover this as a business. We don't want to make those claims, but 652 studies on clinicaltrials.gov right now. So
Just
like, if
about
you're
THC and
interested,
cannabis.
yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
just THC. I'm just specifically talking about THC and cannabinoids. There's hundreds, thousands more. So like, it's really
Yes.
great that we're involved in a company that knows the rules and regulations, and we don't want to get people, focused on things they don't need to focus. But the beauty of it is you can do your own research, do a quick Google search, clinicaltrials.gov, and man, there's a ton of information out there to find. Back to you guys.
Yeah, and speaking of that research, we have Chris Esseltime on today tonight as well, and he is our legal counsel. And Chris, he's a practicing FDA compliance and healthcare attorney with 16 years of experience, and he's run the legal department of a billion-dollar health network, and he focuses on FDA and FTC marketing. So he's really the one of the top attorneys, and really perfect for us to have in Discreet. So Chris, thanks for being on tonight. Really appreciate it. Share a little bit with how can we even do this legally? Because we always get that question. How can we do this?
Exactly. That's the number one question I get. So thanks very much, guys, for having me tonight. And I'll tell you how. First of all, let me start off by saying all of this is completely legal, or we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. When we're talking about a legal analysis, we really have to look at two different things. First, the federal government and their laws, and then the various states and each of their laws. So let me take a look at the federal government and what the law says there. So just so everyone is clear, marijuana is 100% illegal on the federal level still. There are movements to push it to become legal federally, but still, according to the Department of Justice, the White House, the DEA, name the agency, marijuana is still illegal. To grow it, to use it, to transport it, to sell it, whatever. However, the federal government did start looking at hemp. And just in case anybody doesn't know the difference, hemp is basically the exact same plant as marijuana. It just has a far lower concentration of THC in it. So the feds started looking and realized, first of all, there are a lot of health benefits to this hemp plant and hemp-derived products. And secondly, the percentage of THC concentration is so low, 0.3% or less, that we really don't have a concern about people misusing it or being part of the marijuana culture or getting high. And so back in 2018, the United States Department of Agriculture passed the Farm Bill, and it did many things. One of the things it did was take hemp and hemp-derived products off of what's called the controlled substances list. And that list is just a list of substances that are either illegal or very, very highly regulated and restricted. So they said the benefits far outweigh whatever possible issues we might have with a little tiny bit of THC concentration. So hemp and hemp-derived products suddenly became legal on the federal level. The federal government says you can buy THC products and transport them across state lines, sell them, whatever. So that's great news for everybody who uses THC products derived from hemp at that 0.3% concentration or less, because again, the health benefits are amazing. So now we've got to go to the states and look at all the various state laws. One thing that is frustrating, being a lawyer in this country, is there are 50 states and they each have their own laws about certain things. So just know that in 23 states plus the District of Columbia, marijuana, just recreational marijuana, is completely legal. So obviously our products would be legal there. But a lot of the other states, actually most all the other states, did what the feds did, and they analyzed it and said there are a lot of health benefits, and boy, 0.3% or less, that's not much THC at all. So I think these things can be safely consumed and sold. So in nearly every state in the union, that now is the law, that these products are legal. And it's just a great thing for people who use them. It's also a great thing for us because we can now build a business and help you build a business based on these products. There are just a very small handful of states, the main one being Idaho, who is still holding out, and just anything THC at all is completely illegal. So if you live in the state of Idaho, legally you're not allowed to use these products, or at least not allowed to have them there and use them in the state of Idaho. But you can still build a business because, of course, there are people who live other places in states where this is completely illegal. And we're keeping an eye on all these other states, various movements and legislative processes and so forth to see what's going on, and especially those very few states, those handful of states that still are holding out and not legalizing these products. We're watching and seeing the various efforts to get these things legalized. So are they legal? Absolutely, except in just a very few states. And that's great news because you can use them, you can give them as gifts, you can recommend them to friends and family, you can build a business based on them, and it's all completely legal. And the other question I get, which is in conjunction with that question, well, is this legal? Are these FDA approved? That's what I keep getting asked. And that's a great question. I love the fact that people would know enough even to think about that question. So the very quick answer is no, they're not. The better answer is they don't have to be. The FDA does not, and I don't know whether you knew this or not, the FDA does not approve supplements. That's it. And it doesn't matter whether it's vitamin C or St. John's wort or any supplement, anything. Prenatal vitamins, doesn't matter, they don't approve them. The only time the FDA gets involved with supplements is, number one, if they're manufactured in an unsafe way that could hurt a consumer, or if you're making false or misleading claims about your products. And that both of those things always come after the fact. So number one, we're not doing either of those things, but that's the only time the FDA gets involved. Otherwise, they let you sell supplements, and these are supplements. So let me talk about those two things then that the FDA gets involved with if you're doing something wrong. The FDA has a set of standards called good manufacturing practices. And not only do we adhere to those, we go above and beyond. Our manufacturing processes are amazing, state-of-the-art equipment and ingredients that are pure and safe and effective. And then, of course, we're not making any false or misleading claims. I love when Nate says, yep, we can't make a claim about this. I mean, everybody knows what they know. And Adam, thanks so much for jumping in and talking about those studies. That's incredible. There's so much literature out there saying, here's what actual scientists in double-blind studies have discovered about these different ingredients. But we're not going to say, oh, yes, our products will, cure your cancer or outlandish claims like that. We're never going to do that. And we're going to teach you what you can say, what you can't say, so that everyone stays safe, we stay compliant. And when we're compliant with the law, then we can just keep growing. We can keep building. We can use these products safely without any stigma. We can recommend them, and we can build a business based on these amazing products and more products that we're developing for the future. And you can feel just so assured that you're with a company that has your back and that you can build a business that will last, because we're always and forever going to do things on the up and up and in compliance with the law. And I'll just put a shout out there for the sleep product. Here's my personal testimonial. I've had problems getting to sleep for years. Don't have a problem staying asleep. I do have a problem waking up sometimes, but always getting to sleep. And I've tried different things. I've tried some of the heavy prescription things, and no, thank you. And all these other great supplements that they do work for other people. They just don't have much of an effect on me. And I took sleep for the first time. Oh man, I was asleep. I slept well. I woke up great. No grogginess, no side effects. It was honestly, and I don't use this word lightly, it was a miracle experience for me. So not only am I grateful that I found Discreet as a company and I'm part of the team, I'm grateful that I found this particular product and it's affected my life so much. And I have a passion for helping to build this business because of how much already we've affected people's lives and how much we're going to in the future. So
Hey,
thanks
so
for
Chris-
giving me a few minutes.
Chris, are you saying attorneys sleep? 'Cause this is groundbreaking.
Only the ones with non-guilty consciences, I suppose. Which aren't many, maybe. I don't know.
That's great, Chris. Thanks so much for being on tonight and sharing your testimony about sleep too. We've had so many on sleep and the other products as well. And that's what it's all about is, when I first looked at Discreet, I thought of what an incredible business opportunity this is because of where the industry's going and what, the foundation that Discreet has, but it wouldn't be this opportunity without these phenomenal products. And once you start using them, you will see, just how great they are and how you just won't want to ever live without them. So thanks again, Chris. Really, really appreciate it. And on that note, now that we've talked about the legal, the products, the foundation, and the timing of our industry and our company, a lot of us here are interested in, hey, how do we earn some income and really take advantage of what is put in front of us? So let's jump in on that and talk a little bit about how you earn with Discreet. And there's actually 5 ways to earn with Discreet, and we're going to touch on all of them. And we could talk about the products for an hour. We could talk about the how we get paid for an hour, but we're keeping a short presentation for you guys, on a Tuesday night. So we're going to go through it a little bit quick. But that being said, if any of you have additional questions and want to dig deeper on any topic, please let one of us know. We'd happy to do that. So when I first met with Nate and we talked about the compensation program, one thing that really stood out to me is Nate said, I want to pay out as much as I possibly can to have a win-win for the company and the distributors that help Discreet grow. And I love that. And when you look at the compensation plan, it's very lucrative. So the number one is retail sales. And when you look at retail sales, this is really, pretty simple and self-explanatory. If somebody comes to your website and they purchase retail, then Discreet's going to give you the difference between wholesale and retail as a commission. And the product is shipped directly to their door, not yours. So you're not getting a garage full of products that you're trying to sell. It goes directly to customers and you get the difference. And of course, if you want to purchase and at wholesale and resell it to someone else, then of course you can make that difference as well. The second way is when a distributor comes in, you bring in a distributor, there's fast start bonuses to every single distributor that comes into Discreet. Probably the most common way to come in is our $4.99 starter pack. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But when you bring someone in as a distributor with a starter pack, you get a $75 bonus. But that's not all. There's 4 levels paid out of quick start bonuses based on who brought you in. Someone else is also getting those bonuses. So those can really add up over the 4 levels as Discreet starts to grow and we get more and more momentum and you have people joining your business. You may not even know there's going to be a fast start that's associated with that. The third way is the team commission, which is also known as a binary. So you have basically in a binary, that means two, you have two legs, one on your left, one on your right. And when you have, when you sponsor your first one, they have to go on your left or right, and the second one goes on the other side. And when you sponsor a third person, it would have to go under one of those two legs. So the way Discreet pays that is 20% is paid out on the volume of your lesser leg. So in this example, the right leg has 1,000 volume and the left has 2,400. You would get 20% of that 1,000 volume. And this is paid out every week. So it's really easy to do, some quick numbers and quick math. For example, let's say you had, 100 on your lesser leg, and that week it paid out, and maybe the average order was, 100 volume. That would be 10,000 in volume. So it would be $2,000 per month in that commission payout. And 20% is very generous with a binary team commission compensation. The fourth way is it's what's called a check match. This is really simple. When you have a personal sponsor that you bring into Discreet, wherever they fall in your binary or team commission tree, it doesn't matter. They're attached to you because you brought them in. When they build the same team commission binary structure and they receive a check, you actually match what their check is by 10% because you personally sponsored them. And this pays 4 levels down. So 5%, 3%, or level 2, 3, and 4 are each 5%. So another way to look at that exact same thing is your personal sponsors are your level 1 and their sponsors are their level 2, no matter where they fall inside that tree. So incredibly lucrative. And the check match, and also the next one we're going to talk about, the global bonus pool, these are really for those that raise their hand and say, I want to be a leader. I want to build a large business and grow Discreet. It's really meant to reward those that bring in and sponsor a lot, and then also help others build a business as well. So how do you get started with Discreet? There's actually 3 ways right now. So the starter pack we just mentioned gives you a great assortment of all of our products, and also an assortment of sample chill individual packets that you can hand out and share Discreet with. It's plenty for your own personal use and also to share with others. We also have a founders pack, which is $24.95. We have a limited number of founders pack, actually just the first 50 that say that they'd like to be a founder. So what the founder pack is you get twice as much of Discreet product for samples and using for yourself, but there's also some special benefits. First of all, you get to be a founder, and there's only 50. At future events, you have preferred seating. You can also set up times to meet and have a private tour with Nate at Discreet, and even bring prospects that are interested in Discreet on that tour with you. And we also do a founders only call once a month. It's first Tuesday of every month. And what that is kind of a sneak peek of what's coming. And also when Discreet is looking to introduce maybe some new products and try them out, the founders are the first ones that get to try the new product and give some feedback to Discreet, which is really important when you're developing new products. You want to know how people will respond to them. And then finally, the third option is the basics pack. Now, this is only $155, and you get to pick one of the products, the gummy chill, relief, or the sleep. You pick one, and then you get 5 individual sample packs with the basics pack. And this is really for someone that just wants to start this business so badly, and they want to get in and just get started. Maybe they don't have the funds to have a larger amount to get started. So it's really, it's a great option to get into the business. So, and we just actually today released a new promotion for anyone that gets started in Discreet for the end of this month and also April. Nate, do you want to share a little bit about what that promotion is and how that works?
Oh, absolutely. Thanks, Eric. And yeah, we're really excited for this promotion. Like you said, it runs now, starting today, all the way through the end of April. And this promotion it's a recruiting promotion to be completely transparent. When someone signs up with any of the starter kits, they're going to receive, they'll get a credit for an extra sample pack. For one sample pack, they just need to call in or send us a text or an email into customer support, and we will send that anywhere in the country that they want us to. But not only does the new customer get a sample pack, but the distributor who enrolled them also gets a sample pack. Again, it's a credit on their account. They just need to let us know where they want us to ship it to. Unfortunately, we are a new company. We're growing fast, but we don't have the capabilities yet to just add a credit that you can drop ship anywhere. We'll get to that point, but for right now, just reach out to us. Let us know where you want us to send those. And again, it's started today. So I do recognize we have our newest member on the call with us today. He gets a sample kit that we'll send anywhere that he wants. And his upline, his enroller is also on, and his enroller is going to get a sample kit. We'll drop ship these to anywhere in the country that you want. So use them to build your business. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. If you want to give them away, you can. If you want to sell them, you can. If you want to break them up and hand them out as samples, you can do whatever you want with them.
And thanks so much, Nate. And as a side note, the sample packs are just amazing to be able to send out to anyone that isn't right next door, where you can hand them to somebody. So it's just a great way to build your business in general. So thanks for putting that promotion out there. I love it, and it's going to help us all grow our business. So one final thing on how to actually join is if you go to discreet.store and get the whoever invited you to this call, get their username, which you can see mine at the top. It's eRocker Jones. So discreet.store, get that name, and you will actually go to their site. So no matter where you join, which pack you join at, you get your own website that's a retail site. It's got all the products and information, and distributors can join from that site, and it attaches to them. So you're really getting a business in a box, a back office and a full retail website and wholesale to you, and a way to join. So when you're ready to get started, all you have to do is scroll to the bottom. And this is a beautiful website. Check it out as soon as you get a chance. Go to Enroll Now. And you'll see this has me as the sponsor, and it's defaulted to retail customer. You'll see, because we're a retail first site. When you want to join as a distributor, there's a little drop down right here. Click on that. Hit yes, I want to be an affiliate. Confirm yes, and it'll take you to the enrollment and also the product sides of joining as a distributor. And all you need to do is just scroll over to the right, and you can pick which of the 3 starter packs you join at. It's really that simple to get started. So we're going to wrap up. I just want to say thanks for everybody for jumping on a Tuesday night. You could be watching Netflix. You could be doing, 100 other things tonight, but you're looking at how you can improve your life health-wise and financially. And I admire that about each and every one of you. And I'll close with, a little bit about, what I see in the business. As Adam mentioned at the beginning, I've been a realtor for 20 years. And, in my business, it's much like any other job. If I quit working over the next, 2 weeks or a month, those checks stop coming right away. This is an amazing opportunity with incredible timing and an incredible product that we can just help other people and enhance their lives with an amazing product and get paid passive income each month as those customers and distributors order and use Discreet products. And we can grow it as much as we want. We're not limited by what our boss says we are worth. And that is very refreshing, and why I love this industry and why I love our company. So thanks so much for being on tonight. And we welcome you all to join us in Discreet, and we're here to help you. help you every Tuesday night. We do these calls, and we're doing live, meetings throughout, Salt Lake area that you can be a part of. So we are here to help you build your business. So thanks, Chris, Adam, Nate, everybody that's on, and, enjoy your evening, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
Great job. Have a good night.
Yeah. Night.